Damn, guys. So I kind of want to make an update video and kind of vent, and hopefully some people will learn from my mistakes. Sometimes, I'm not trying to give advice. I'm being dead serious about that. I just kind of want to talk about and give you guys an update at my job because I think I did say I would do that. I've been there for 4 months now and counting because I started early June around the 4th, so it is literally the 6th right now. So I've been there for literally 4 months. And I didn't mention a lot that happened, actually. I swept a lot of it under the rug because I do want to I want to have a job, man. So where do we start? So I'm going to go to the very beginning of when I actually started, and there was a lot of shit that happened besides the pay thing I mentioned, I believe. No, I don't remember what video that was. Damn, I'm going to have to watch that again, guys. Shit. I do like watching my own videos back. It's just, I don't have time to watch YouTube. When you get older, time flies fucking fast, and you gotta use your time sparingly. So, I'm gonna start from when I started. We use these computers. And what these computers do, you may ask, is we get a blueprint for the boards we work on, and where we're supposed to coat them and mask them and all this stuff. And I get to the floor, right? And the person giving me the orientation stuff, right, is a higher up. Okay? And that's important. They don't give me the login at all. I had no idea you needed a login. I thought actually you just, look, I could just click on this and it's already ready for me. That's sweet. But no, I never got a login. Ever. It took like a few weeks for that to happen. And not only that, HR didn't even because I didn't have a cell phone, and I think they knew this too. They didn't even have me my fingerprint. I'm using my thumb. I was gonna say thumbprint, but fingerprint scanned for me to clock in because that's what they use to clock in is a fingerprint scanner. They didn't even have me set up with that, bro. Nah, they didn't, and I was like, okay, well, it's whatever. They paid me for it, and it took them a while to figure that out, but it's so dumb. And that's so fucking aggravating. I did take that into account, actually, but I was like, I need a job. I know I said I slept a lot of things under the rug. I just mainly didn't say anything when I brought up the pay stuff. I think maybe I did. I don't fucking know, but if I did, I did. And, dude, that Mormon dude is just fucking weird. Everything there is weird. So there's a lot of shit that happened. So the engineers, for some reason, the higher-ups think that people that don't work in our area have the right to tell us and to move things and to tell us how to do our job. Does that make any sense to any of you? Or am I going crazy? Okay, if I'm going crazy or I'm getting burnt out, just let me know, okay? I'm not afraid to be fucking wrong, and I'm not right all the time. I know that. Everybody should know that unless you're fucking severely narcissistic. I just, they want to move shit. They want to tell us how to do our job and what we should do with the coding, and so far what they told us to do is pretty much waste fucking sources, and, well, that's just going to end up biting them in the ass later on when the place gets shut down. So these people think they could try to run our job, or that's what they're being told to do, is to check this and that, and half the fucking time these engineers don't do their fucking job. They don't even come in the booth. They don't even ask to learn anything. Well, a few of them did, but not every single engineer did that. And it's like, and they don't even come in frequently to actually fully understand our work process here. If Super Sandra, if we were on a Discord call, I'll probably do another video with him in it so I can have him back this up. But he went to a meeting, and this dude, this old guy, I'm going to call him old bitch, and there's a reason I'm going to call him that, because all he does is fucking complain. We have our areas clean. We don't leave it a fucking pigsty like a teenager. It's literally clean in there. There was one fucking day where he came in, had nothing to bitch about. Absolutely nothing. There was no way that anyone would have an issue with the way we kept the place or kept our work area. And he fucking looked through this closet that no one used and he's never looked through before. And he's like, oh, this is... And he was looking at my brother. This is what he says. This is what Super Sandra says. Is that he was looking at him when he was telling our lead this. Not us. The guy's a pussy, too. He wasn't telling us. He had to tell our lead. And, he won Major Bitch of the Year award because I'll tell you one thing, I cannot take that dude seriously. I don't give a fuck if he tells me that I'm doing something wrong. It's like, dude, you don't even fucking come in here that often. And he just bitched. He just finds whatever and bitches. And my brother, Super Sandrew, went to that meeting, and that dude hosted it. And then his suggestion was that we have people hovering over us. And how dare supervisors work? Pretty much. Work harder, quotes. They're harder than the employees. Really? Something tells me his head's so far up his ass, I don't think he sees reality anymore. Because there's going to be something else I'll mention. It's going to be brief because I like my lead as a person. I think he's a nice guy for the most part. He doesn't like it there. And when you don't like a workplace, you do tend to fuck around. That's what he does, mostly. He does work. I'm going to give credit where credit's due. He does work and he does a good job. But he's not perfect, dude. He's not really a good boss. And I'll get into that later. But yeah, he had the balls, this old bitch had the balls to sit there and say that we're not working hard enough. The work's slow paced. If we work fast, like if we were in a fucking warehouse, we'd be done with work for the whole week. The whole fucking week. This dumbass doesn't even know that. No, I'm not actually crying, but yeah, seriously, dude. That guy just thinks that he can run the place, and he brought in this thing where we dump the fucking coding, and he didn't even know how to open it. I guarantee you he didn't, because he didn't show us how. He hasn't even said a fucking word to us, and this motherfucker wants to come in and try to act like, Mr. Joe Boss. Fuck no, that ain't happening. I'm sorry, if you're going to be a fucking cunt, I'm not going to listen to you. He didn't even introduce himself. We had to hear his name through the grapevine. It's just weird. Like, why are they having, like, a whole different department that doesn't know our area or understand it, run the show or try to change things in that area? That, I don't know. That's just mind-boggling to me. And also, of course, that with the with the whole, I'm not going to give you your login stuff, the stuff you need because it's illegal for me not to work on boards without the blueprint. Without the blueprint. Now let's talk about the booth I work in. When I show up for the first time inside that booth, there's literally a fucking PC, a computer, a tower. It's old school. Laying on the concrete ground face up. And guess what? There's wires all over the place. The safety people have been in there multiple times. Apparently are too dumb or too blind to see how that's an issue. We had an audit, actually, I think a month or two ago. No, it was about a month ago, if longest. And all they did was bullshit with us. Because they don't fucking care. Yeah, that's right. And this is going to go back to engineering because, well, they can't do their job. They don't understand how the coding we use works. Coding is a chemical, clearly. And we use filters to filter out the air in the booth. And fucking, dude, they can't even change the filters. They can't. They think, oh, well, we gotta change them every few months. Every few months, it's okay. Every couple months. No. The filters get fucked up, like, literally in a week. The days we work, those filters are already fucked. They even leave fucking cobwebs. It's like a damn spider crawled up in the coating, fucking webbed all over the damn, cup, and fucking, that's what we're shooting out. And it's not actually, that's not the case. It's, the coating just webs up. And it fucks up the filters. It covers them entirely. But they're like, oh, nah, I don't feel like doing my job. There's good eggs in the basket, and there are rotten eggs in the basket, or apples, whatever term you want to use. And it's fucking dumb, dude. Like, really, this is just so dumb, man. I was excited. I mean, I still am. I like the work, but the bullshit is so noticeable. It is literally overlapping all the good stuff. I mean, it literally is. And don't get me started on training. Jesus Christ. Training, bro, is so slow it's practically non-existent. And I'm just going to actually say I don't even think it's existent. Because I've been there for 4 months and learned how to do 5 boards when we have different types. And you want me in the booth doing these extreme boards? Come the fuck on, man. You're just going to waste time. I really think they say it's slow training because the manager or the supervisors don't want to do it. Let's be honest. I mean, training's not really fun, but guess what? You can make it fun. I forget the saying to that, but you make it whatever the fuck you want to make it, is what I'm going to say. And I want to make it fun, but you know what? I get a vibe that they don't want to train. And then when they do, they're like, oh, I'll do it when I feel like it, which is probably going to be within 5 years from now, sarcastically speaking. It's stupid. I don't like that type of training. That's worse than McDonald's, bro. At least McDonald's was fucking self-explanatory. And that's not even a big compliment to at least the location I worked at. Why? This place deals with, important stuff. We work on defibrillator fucking boards. We work on military boards. Why is this place ran like shit? Why? It's beyond me. And why is a place like McDonald's sort of kind of outwinning you here? Now, I hated the location I worked at. Don't get me wrong. I would even argue that was actually much worse than here. But case in point, this place is ran like garbage. I really do think that. The work is not bad. And the people are great, actually. Some of the people there are awesome. I really like the people that work, I think, 3 rows behind us. They're very nice. They're all women, which is funny. That's only department where it's all women. And, the people are great for the most part. There are a few weird fucks, like the Mormon dude who fucked up 40 boards, or was told, I guess, to do it. And the funny thing is, I know that he was told to do it, but it actually shows how great of a worker he is when he doesn't bother to fucking fix the problem. And it makes you unmotivated. Really. And it burns you out fast when this shit happens. He fucked up 40 boards, and we had to do their dirty work. And it should have been whoever told him to fucking do it. If anybody, as weird as a fuck as he is, I don't think, that he, or not he, but I don't think that we should have been the ones doing that. You're the ones requesting to run our shit because you probably have nothing better to do, but then you have somebody fuck up our boards. And this guy's been working on this machine for fucking months. And it's a Mormon dude. He just comes off as just some fucking know-it-all, and he's a dumbass. All I see him do when I walk by the machine he supposedly fixes, he plays on his phone. Seriously, I noticed that. I don't care, because that's not me. I'm not the one going to get in trouble. It is going to come back and bite him in the ass, but that's weird to me. It's like you're telling people, oh, I'm fixing this and fixing that, and it's like he just talks in a meeting and acts like he's a fucking genius, and he's not. The machine fucked up and he didn't fix it. You know, and they've been going at this for a while. And it's so funny. I think it is. It's like, damn, bro. Hire somebody who's at least competent to fix that damn thing. You know? What's another... Oh, yeah, I want to talk about our lead. I like him as a person. I could tell that he's not a terrible guy. At least, hopefully. Actually, I can't tell that because, work personalities and all that bullshit. I honestly, bro, or guys, bro, whatever. I honestly think he's a bad boss. And it's come to the terms of all three of us that work in there that, he's not really a great boss. He can be a prick at times. He's very forgetful. He likes to use our tools and never return them when we need them, so we have to waste our time to go and grab the tools that our boss, much older than all three of us, didn't give back. And dude, oh man, today, bro, or yesterday, because it's like 3:29, and this is just something I want to get off my chest. I'm venting and not saying I'm going to quit. I don't advise people to just give up. I would recommend toughing it out. Just stay away from the bullshit and don't let it actually affect you. Today, I was masking these parts. I don't even remember what they were because they weren't told to us. We were just kind of given the task to do them. My boss comes in, and these aren't even due until next week. We're way ahead of schedule. That's another thing, and that's a blessing about this place, is that we were so far ahead this week, we literally had nothing to do the first 2 days, besides, I guess, being initiative and trying to find something to do, but that was fucking hard. Anywho, I was masking these for the first time, and I was taping them. You have to tape them in a certain way, this, that, and the third, which is understandable. I'm not complaining about that. But he comes in and expects me to get it the first time. That I should be, the vibe he gave me, he didn't directly say it, but the vibe was literally, why is this not perfect? Bro, I am fucking just starting this. And I get a huge impression. I tell my Super Sandra this, my biological brother, real life. I tell him, bro, I don't think he trusts me at all. And it's you know what? Then why did they hire me at this point? Why? Why am I even here? If you don't trust me to work on certain boards and you're afraid I'll fuck them up, which is bound to happen, especially when your training skills suck so much that they can fucking pretty much outsurpass any porn star for sucking. There's going to be more mistakes because your training ethic fucking sucks. It does. And if I'm going to get blamed, I'm going to be honest. If I ever, and I don't want to do this, the only fucking reason I'm working there is because my brother and a buddy of ours, and, of course, this girl that works in a different department, and she's very pretty to me, and I am not leaving without getting her number. It's that's it. I could care less about the place because the place makes me feel like I shouldn't care because no one in the positions that are supposed to set the examples give a fuck. They don't. They don't give 4 fucks. It's so funny to me. And it's I like the work. I will go work somewhere else to do this sort of work. But here, it's aggravating. It's just aggravating. And again, don't ever give up. A little unpopular opinion, I'll just throw this in here. I think people should have the right to walk out without being judged for it. Unless, you were being lazy and all this bullshit. I think people should have the ability to walk the fuck out without being judged. Because there are places that are so fucking poorly ran that it will do nothing to further your career on your resume. Ever. And to be honest, I'm going to say my wage. I'm getting paid 17. Which isn't terrible. I'm not going to say it's outright atrocious and how dare they pay me very low wage. No, that's not what I'm saying. I like that. It's fine because I'm single. But if, things happen, That's not going to be enough, man. See, it's not even really enough anyways for the shit we do. 10 hours a day, spending like 2 of those days doing nothing because we were already caught up. There's no work. We just kept our area clean. We would just find things to clean up, pretty much. And, once you cleaned up pretty much everything, and there's things on the ground that you can't get up because it's fucking, chemicals and all that bullshit, it's not even worth getting on your hands and knees on that in that place. I mean, I've done it because I like being initiative. I like doing something. It helps the workday go so I could come home, enjoy my life, and then go back to work. It's just immaturely ran. And it's so immaturely ran, in fact, that I just don't understand how this place is. I cannot see this place being around in the next 5 years. Actually, that's being too courteous to the place. I'm going to say the next 2-3 years. 4 at the most. Because you know what? The turnover is so high. That's one thing I knew about when we were speculating. Oh, it's probably because it's boring. I mean, yeah, maybe some people left because of that, whatever. But I don't think that's the case. From the shit that I've noticed and witnessed there, bro, this place is a fucking joke. It literally is. They took, what's funny? When my brother first started there, he's worked there, he's been there for pretty much 6 months. Or actually 11 months now, over half a year. Next month, he'll be there a year. Congratulations to him. Bro, there was no lead. No lead in that area. They took their sweet ass time trying to find somebody to take that position. Because I'll tell you one thing, I don't think people want to work there. That's what I think. I think they look at the reviews. No, I don't trust reviews. On anything really, especially work, because you got to remember some people leave negative reviews if they were fucking around and got caught. And what that essentially means, if you don't understand what I meant by that, is, well, some people get pissed and they say dumb things about companies because they got mad they got let go. I've gotten mad about being let go before, but I've never went out of my way to say this place. No, wait, I have. That's why I just wouldn't take those reviews seriously because, well, me as an example. But, yeah, this place is just poorly ran, dude. It's very telling, and I'm not even a business owner, and I could see right through its bullshit. I don't even think again, I said this, and I'm going to say it again, I don't think the engineers really do anything besides a small few. It's just stupid. They want to come in and have a guy that barely even shows his face in the fucking booth and he hasn't even sprayed. He hasn't even sprayed coating on the boards. He hasn't even fucking hand coated or touched up any of them. So I don't know. Maybe he has, but I've never seen him work in the booth. So I don't know why in the fuck that they have this dumbass running around flapping his gums or bitching his gums, whatever the fuck you want to call it, man. I'm going to be honest. Respect yourself. You could work in, I hate the saying that if you work in a shitty environment, that just says more about you, bro. No, that's not the case. People need to make money, and if you choose not to engage with it, then I think you're fine. But if you do, you're just going to build yourself up a tall ladder of just unfortunate, terrible work ethics. Because I'll tell you one thing, if you think getting by doing nothing and whatever, it just makes me just unmotivated to do anything. I did do something today. I had to push out of that stupid ass mindset. And I didn't finish talking about the booth. I am at a loss for words with this place a little bit, but I'm not quitting or walking out. The booth, it has no internet connection. So how we read these is we go to this app. Right? And so fucking guess what? There's no internet in that booth. We need it to get the blueprint. There's no internet in there. At all. They keep saying it's a problem, but they barely do fuck all to fix it. And so fucking guess what? Guess what, dog? Guess what? We have to take a laptop, waste our time, and walk the fuck out of the booth to the main area. Or to our area, or our department's main floor. That is not how it should be. If you want us to stay in there and get the job done, having us leave that area just to get a blueprint so it's legal is fucking ridiculous, man. Straight up, damn, it's straight up bullshit. So I know how to print screen. Everybody that knows computers definitely should know how to take a screenshot. That's what I did. Took a screenshot of two today, actually yesterday now, which was the 5th of October, 2023. I took three screenshots of 2 different boards, the top and the bottom, so we don't have to scroll. I could just minimize the photo or the screenshots and put both together so we wouldn't waste time scrolling, which I don't know why no one thought of that, but it's besides the point. I guess the place is ran by morons. That's what I did. And our lead was like, it's a good idea. No fucking shit. No shit, Sherlock. Oh, it's a good idea. Yeah, fucking right, dude. Yeah, it's a great idea because you guys can't... It's not him, but the IT guys cannot be bothered to fix and give us internet. I understand internet's a bitch to work with sometimes. However, we just made $1 billion. That's what... We had this huge meeting. They gloated about that. So some parts of me think that they're lying or they're just cheap. And if that's the case, man, then this place could go fuck itself for all I care. It's bullshit. So I rambled on for way too long. I want to apologize. I just wanted to get this off my chest. And, hopefully you guys have learned something. This is pretty much how you shouldn't start. If you don't get if you need to log into something because you have to do it for work and they don't even give you that the first day, that is a huge red flag. And that just goes to show you that they pretty much don't give a fuck. And it's 2 things they forgot to give me, my login stuff for me to punch in. Which is why in the whatever video it was, I forget which one, my pay was fucked up because they had to manually do it because they were stupid, didn't think, and didn't give me my login. And this is the HR. I will never be going to them for problems, that's for sure. Yeah, if they do that to you, man, and especially if it's HR or somebody higher on the totem pole, then yeah, don't be going for them for help. You could try. I'm not saying you shouldn't. For me, I'm not going to mine because I just know for a damn fact that nothing will be done because nothing has been done. I get there, it's a fucking mess, or when I step in that booth, which is where I mainly am, it's a fucking mess. The computers, oh yeah, it's another thing too. We have those computers I said were on the ground. They don't fucking work. And they're all like, oh, we need to fix that, man. And it's like, no shit, dude. We need those. But you're bringing us laptops which can't connect to the fucking internet. We actually can get internet in there. We have one laptop that's perfectly connected. However, we just can't get internet anywhere else. And it's just so fucking stupid. It's a waste of time, man. I don't like sitting, which is what we do. So I just get up, walk around a bit, then come back to work. I don't do it for too long. But it's just to the point, man, where I'm like, I can't take this place seriously. It's like a comedy act. Is this supposed to be funny? Anywho, sorry, I rambled on for too long, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. And, well, it's a story to listen to because hopefully it'll teach you something or actually give you some insight on how some places are ran. Anywho, that's me, Sacred G. Yes. Oh, yeah. Wait, before I do sign off, I do want to finish talking about those fucking computers. Yeah, those are the computers. They're towered computers. Think of a desktop RTX 4090, 80 gigs. Well, it's something, not like that, but, you know, a desktop. And they never have worked. They weren't working when I showed up. And I remember I complained about that to my brother. He's like, well, it's whatever. It's like, no, it's not whatever. This will fuck you in the end. You know, because we don't like doing that. We usually just start working because it's pretty easy to know and to get the pattern of what they want us to do. But we have to have the blueprint up. And we have to somebody wastes their time working to go out and get that fucking shit up. Stupid. So anywho, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully, if you're working, hopefully the place you're working at's way better than mine. But I am toughing it out. You know, I'm going to tough it out for probably 2 years. And, you know, whatever. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys are doing pretty well. And if you have any terrible work stories, let's share. Love to read them. Actually, I'll do a video. If you guys tell me if I need to have, let's see, 12 comments of shitty work stories of places you guys have been at, and I'll feature them in a video, and we'll actually discuss them too, and I'll tell you what I think of that. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace the fuck out. Stay fucking lovely and thriving, and thank you guys so much for the support. I know I keep saying this, but you guys mean a lot. I always like having the ending and the beginning, just talking about you guys. So that way it's 50-50. I bitched about what I wanted to bitch about, and I'm going to praise you guys. Thank you guys so fucking much, and you guys have a happy motherfucking Halloween. Expect more content. I'm trying to figure out what's the best schedule for me, but right now I'm too busy being occupied with, oh fuck, I'm in a shitty workplace. But, you know, it's whatever. You gotta iron out through the bullshit sometimes, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace the fuck out.